Hey y'all, I'm Krystal and welcome to my front porch. So we're not exactly in the garden today, but you guys probably already figured that out. So I was actually prepping dinner and then I grabbed my ginger root out of the refrigerator and something about it kind of caught my attention and made me think that I can plant these to grow this summer. Now, if you're new around here, welcome. And if you're all about gardening naturally, well then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to smash the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. So I bought these ginger root about 2 weeks ago and they've been sitting in my fridge for that long. And when I pulled them out today, I noticed that this one was very young, still very young and still very plump. What I also noticed is that it's got, I don't know if you can focus in there, put it right there. You see this little pointy thing right here? That right there? That's really nice and well defined. That was the first one that I noticed. Then I started looking and we have another one right there. And we have another one right there. They look like little fingers, don't they? And then we have some over here. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the coloring, but maybe you can see it this way. Be back in focus. So that actually made me think that this would be a really great candidate to go into some dirt and possibly grow our very own ginger root here on the property. And so that's what I'm going to do today. So I've already got some dirt and I've got all my ginger root, and it's kind of a bummer because all of this is probably going to go into pots and, well, dinner's going to have to be something else. What can I say? A gardener's life. So I'm going to pan down and I'm going to show you how I'm going to prep this and how I'm going to plant it. Y'all, it is super, super easy. Before I do that, I just want to add that ginger root is a tropical plant. So if you live in zone 7 or higher, you can actually grow this in the ground all year long. Now from zone 7 to 9, after your temperatures reach somewhere around 55 degrees, 50 to 55 degrees, all the leaves will die back. But the roots under the ground can actually survive up to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, ginger root plants actually make a really pretty ornamental plant, and they also flower. Because I don't know what variety of ginger this is, I have no idea what color the flowers are going to be. So now let's pan down and let me show you how I'm going to prep these to go into our soil. Okay, so when you're looking for the perfect candidate, what you want to look for is you want to look for nice plump pieces. You see this one, actually this one, if you notice, this one looks a little bit different than this one. This one is actually an older piece. It's been out of the ground longer. Its skin is a little harder. It does have some dry spots on it. I don't know if you can tell that from there, but it's starting to dry out. Where this one is actually a younger piece, it has no dry spots at all, and the skin is actually still very soft and smooth. So this is your prime candidates right here. And then the other thing you want to look for, like I mentioned once before, is you want to look for little pieces like that right there that kind of make a triangle up. That's what you want to look for. Nice, and you see it's, hopefully you're in focus. You see how that kind of is nice and triangled up, and it also is a different color from the skin. It actually looks like the inside of the ginger root. So, and you can see we have some more right here. Hopefully you can see that. We have some more right here. So what you want to do, and I've already done it here, is this piece was connected right here, just like that. So what you want to do is you want to just kind of pull it off, and you want to make sure that you get a nice piece. It's a couple of inches long and it has several fingers to it because that gives you multiple opportunities for this plant to grow. So we've got 1, 2, 3 right here, but if we flip it over, you can see right there, you see we've got 3 more right there. So this is perfect to plant. So looking at the rest of them, we want this piece right here. We want this piece, so I'm just going to break it off. Just like that, and it breaks off very, very easy. And okay, and last but not least, we have this piece and this piece that are going to be our pieces. This one right here, they're already kind of dried out. This is a good candidate to cook. So this is kind of breaking the rules, but we're gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So I'm just gonna pull it off just like that. So on this one, even though it's very small, it's about 1 inch long, we have one little triangle there and then a second small one right beside it. Okay, and looking at this one's also got one decent eye. So and this we're having for dinner. Okay, you can see the little eye right there. It's very, very little right there. I don't know if it'll actually grow or not, but it's worth a shot. Okay, so now to our older piece. Do we have anything on here that is actually viable? Not there. Okay, this one right here. This is questionable right here. It's already started to kind of dry out, but you see it's got a couple little nods right in there. So we're gonna go ahead and plant that. And this is gonna go into dinner as well, which basically, honestly, this is really all I needed. You see this little cat right here. Okay, so this one right here is another great candidate. Let me move her out of the way again. So this one right here is another great candidate. We've got, I mean, this looks perfect right there. And then not only we have that, is we have this one right here. And the rest of it looks pretty dried out. What we ended up with is 5 pieces, 2 that I'm unsure of, but we've got 3 really great candidates. Oh, how'd that taste? Oh, they don't like it. That's hilarious. Maybe she'll leave me alone and let me finish the video. So these 2 right here, I'm kind of unsure about, but the rest of these 4, there's 6 of them here, but the rest of these 4, I'm pretty certain that they'll grow. So I've got a pot here. Actually, I have 2 pots, but I'm just going to show you on one. So we're just going to dig down, and we only want to bury these right at about 1 inch deep. We don't have to go too deep, and you want to bury them with the eyes up. Just like that, and about 1 inch deep. And in this pot, I'm gonna put a couple of these small ones as well, inch deep. Let's see here. Okay, and one of the big ones. Okay, so this has got them all over it. We're gonna plant it this side up. Actually, let's do this. Let's plant it because we have eyes right there, and we also have eyes over here. So, okay, so this one, since this is, we've got more eyes up, we're just gonna plant it like that. Dig a little deeper. And just press it down, and that's literally it, y'all. That's how we're planting ginger root. In a couple of weeks, we should start to see the little ginger root poking up. She's back, y'all. She's back. Let's see if I can get her to do it again. She didn't like that. I found a cat deterrent. Look at that. So in a couple of weeks, we should start seeing the little green grasses, or the green tops, emerge through. And then this spring, when the ground warms up a bit, I will transplant them into the ground if we have any that survive. Now, since my nights are now under 40 degrees, I want these to sprout and grow faster rather than waiting for the springtime. So I want to kind of speed up the growing process. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring these into the house, and I'm just going to put them in my garden tub and let them grow. And so in a couple of weeks, if they sprout or if they don't sprout, I'll let you guys know if it worked or not. Normally, if you were purposely going to buy ginger root at the store and sprout it, you would not normally put it in the fridge. You would normally put it in a bag in a nice warm window, or put it on top of the fridge. But I had no idea that it would be a good candidate to plant until after I pulled it out of the fridge after 2 weeks. So if it doesn't sprout, that could be that I caused damage to the roots, but looking at them, they don't look damaged at all. So we will see how it goes, and in a couple of weeks, hopefully we have something to report back. Until then, if you'd like to see some more really great gardening videos, go ahead and click right here.